There are a few quality assurance considerations to be kept in mind during the data collection phase. These include sampling frame, team movement plan, microplanning, daily update meeting, field staff well-being, timely payment, weekly off, external monitoring, real-time monitoring, data review meeting. Monitoring survey data collection in the field is necessary for improving its quality. We recommend a few online and offline checks and steps that include providing the survey team members a brief outline of responsibilities, briefing the team members about standard definitions, reference interview, tool documents, and guidance manuals, observing the approach, respondent selection, consent, and privacy status and sensitivity. Observing interviewers during data collection, reviewing completed interview, carry random re-interviews and observations and give feedback. Observing data upload and field checklists, regularly reviewing field check tables generated by online system. Whether captured electronically or in a paper-based format, data quality should be assessed daily to check for missing or duplicate data, consistency in information that is subject to desirability bias, and consistency in responses between the related questions. There are a few things the team supervisor needs to ensure, such as maintaining the investigator-wise PSU progress sheet, tracking the record for incomplete interviews, and planning for revisits. The supervisor needs to conduct re-interviews and observations for team members and provide feedback. It is important to send daily progress report to field coordinator, review data daily before uploading on the server, and undertake mop-up if required. Just like the team supervisor, the field coordinator also has a critical checklist to follow. The team movement plan should be in place. The logistics should be arranged for the survey team in advance. Coordination and reporting mechanisms should be established. A daily briefing should be conducted with teams based on the FCTs. Documentation of quality processes should be maintained, and frequent unannounced monitoring visits or reviews should be conducted. Let's now go through the checklist for a data collector. It is critical to record each assigned interview, follow survey protocols, carry out calibration of anthropometric equipment as per protocols, collect biological samples as per protocol, review data collected daily, and upload data on the servers daily after the review by team supervisors. Adequate and regular monitoring during data collection is critical to prevent errors while measuring and recording anthropometric data. It is vital to record the correct age of respondents and assign balanced workload to the teams. Measurement errors can be prevented by setting an anthropometry equipment as per standard protocol. The equipment should be calibrated before starting data collection in the field, and a log should be maintained by the anthropometry team for review. All equipment care and maintenance protocols should be followed. All objects from respondents' hands and wrists should be removed while taking anthropometric measurements. If there is more than one respondent from the same household, measurements are to be taken one at a time to avoid errors. Parallax error can be avoided by reading measurements with line of sight directly in front of the value rather than at an angle or from slightly off the side. It is important to remeasure to assess accuracy. While blinded remeasurement is recommended on randomly selected subsamples, flagged remeasurement is recommended for flagged data or implausible values. If the survey includes biomarker indicators, a rigorous quality assurance procedure needs to be established using standard internal and external quality assurance procedures. These include checking if the phlebotomists have identified the correct households and eligible respondents as per the sampling list. Ensure the use of standard equipment and consumables during sample collection to maintain uniformity and standardization. Checking if appropriate instructions are given to respondents. Using a monitoring checklist of essential tasks to be performed during collection of biological samples, storage, transportation, and processing. Ensuring that a careful sample processing plan is in place before sample collection. The samples should be kept in 2 to 8 degrees Celsius cool boxes if longer processing times are anticipated. Ensuring that hemolyzed samples are either excluded or records are made for later analysis. Separate record of sample collection time, storage temperature, and processing time should be maintained. Careful planning and maintenance of aliquots is necessary. Ensure that sample labeling is checked. Periodic evaluation of phlebotomists' performance is recommended. Also, in case of spot testing of samples, it is important to check if the results are recorded accurately. Process control should be enabled in sample shipping to maintain integrity. Do remember that if several local laboratories are engaged in the process, there is a higher need for quality assurance. Use the most recent and internationally accepted analytical quality control methods for the process. Check if internal quality assurance systems are being implemented, and perform data quality checks every fortnight. Comparison analysis should be carried out between results from laboratory and from QC laboratories, along with a proper protocol in place for waste disposal. To ensure and maintain sample integrity, technology-based monitoring can be done during data collection. Field monitoring can be text message-based as well as computer-based. The data logger can be used for time and temperature monitoring. The DQA teams and main survey teams must maintain a clear understanding of their roles and responsibilities during data collection. The teams should work in tandem to ensure data quality. During investigators' training, a dedicated briefing should be given on roles and responsibilities of external monitoring team at the time of data collection. The team supervisors or field coordinators should send their field movement plan to DQA team to plan field movements. The DQA team should meet team supervisors regularly to discuss field team's performance and quality of data collection. There are several tools that can be designed for monitoring data quality depending on the type of survey, the issues that are examined, and the levels at which each survey is conducted. These include field monitoring checklists, re-interview tools, daily briefing checklists, daily SMS updates, field check tables, analysis of key indicators, and paradata and dashboard. Organizations involved in large-scale data collection may use paradata to improve the quality of data. Paradata is the auxiliary data collected in a survey that describes the data collection process and can be utilized in many ways to improve the overall data management, leading to better data quality. It can help improve the understanding of the entire data collection process and ability to assess new methodologies related to data collection. It enables real-time monitoring of process indicators during data collection, minimizes survey errors, helps estimate overall survey errors post-data collection, allows quality control metrics to set benchmarks, and is used to make evidence-based decisions regarding survey cost and output achieved. Here are a few types of analytics on paradata to present data quality metrics: audio recordings, keystrokes to help assess answers, interviewer traits, timestamps, GPS data. In a large survey, monitoring should be done using real-time data quality dashboards, which should be visually appealing and contain information around day-wise interview status, interviewer productivity, average duration of the interviews, negative screening rate, key indicators from the field check tables, indicators which have a high risk of error during data collection, outliers and extreme values in key survey indicators, number of missing values, duplicate observations, list of questions that take the most time and those that have most don't know and/or no answer responses. In case of a child, the percentage of date of birth information obtained, completeness of anthropometric measurements, average time taken per schedule, frequency of equipment calibration, the number of interview schedules filled per day, missing information and skipping pattern followed and outliers identified. In case of health and disease-specific surveys, some key indicators for feedback include number of patients in a household with symptoms of health problems, pattern in reported days between onset of symptoms and diagnosis of disease, pattern in reported days between diagnosis and treatment seeking, location where treatment is sought, and the number of new and relapse cases. The data quality feedback provided to the investigators must contain the review of filled interview schedules for missing information, outliers, and skipping pattern, remeasurement of subsamples performed, and the list of investigators with missing information, outliers, and skipped questions. Documenting the survey process, specifically the quality assurance protocol, is an integral part of survey implementation. There are a few recommended areas for data quality documentation, such as practices followed before and during survey data collection, data quality observations from the field, communication notes, citations for measurement approaches, key results and interpretation from analysis of survey paradata, key results from analysis of comparison between raw data and field check tables, data validation and screening procedures implemented during and post-survey, detailed data profiling including transformations and adjustments to raw data, list of variables identified with flagged observations, merits and shortcomings with specific data points and recommendations for statistical analysis. Documentation of survey data quality should start from the preparatory phase. It could be designed as a process document where details are noted on each step of survey planning and implementation from the perspective of data quality. Maintaining data quality while conducting surveys needs to be planned and executed holistically and in line with the available guidelines.